I love my child. I love my child with everything in me, and I would give her my world. I give up my life for her. But during that time when she was about 11 going on 12 or 12, I didn't like my child.
I feel like with teenagers, it's just like you have to catch them in the right mood. The mood just like makes, if they're rested and fed, they're like, I guess, toddlers almost in that sense.
She just became, like, I didn't even know who she was. She became someone that I couldn't talk to her. She didn't want to talk to me. It was like this emo phase, and it was like, I hated it with everything.
Being a parent is so hard. It's particularly hard when you are a parent of a teen. Teens can stop talking to their parents. So the first thing I want to do is really just acknowledge that that can be really confusing, and it can also be really painful, because all you want is for your teen to have a great life, to have a rich life, and to be part of that life with them. I think that a lot of parents in my generation have seen the show Gilmore Girls and think, oh my gosh, that's a relationship that I want with my child. I want to be best friends first, and we're going to share everything. We're going to share our clothes. We're going to share our makeup. We're going to share everything and talk about everything. And you know what? That's a TV show. It's not real life.
Esther does not open up to me much, which is tough for me.
I'm usually not so good at communication, which is, again, one of the problems.
She said she was embarrassed. She didn't want to share with me what was going on with her. She would share with her sister for a little bit. But for some reason, Esther, when she transitioned from being a little kid into being a tween, she stopped talking to me as much, stopped opening up.
Someone said to me about this phase of a father's relationship with his son, they said, it probably feels like the longest, slowest breakup that you'll ever live through.
It's developmentally appropriate for teens to kind of start to develop an individual identity. They want to figure out who they are with family and away from family. So they're going to try some stuff out. And that trying, that period of them kind of pushing and pulling, right? They want to be close and now they want to be distant, could feel uncomfortable for parents.
I have my sons on certain days of the week, and there are days when my oldest son would rather be with his friends than hang out with his dad. As I've said before, I'm just trying to meet him where he is, but it's not easy when this distance, this gulf, continues to widen.
There can be a lot of different reasons why your teen might not be talking to you. It could be that they're feeling really self-conscious. They might just have a lot of questions about who they are, and they don't really want to share that with anyone right now, including their parents. In all these situations where you feel like your teen is not talking to you, I think it's important that you acknowledge that you can talk to your teen. Trying to, meet them where they're at. If they are interested in some kind of music or maybe a particular TV show, try to do that with them.
He's into video games, and now he's playing this game. I have no clue about it, and I'm not into video games. But I sat next to him, and I was like, oh, wow, what you're doing so great. He's talking to me, and I was like, oh, this is so good. And I was like, keep listening to him. So I'm trying to be involved in what they are doing, if even I don't like it. And I show, I love it, I'm into it.
If I have a problem at school and I just want to figure it out, I don't want to tell her, really, because she's gonna make sure that we fix it ASAP. And sometimes that's what I need and what I want, and I'll tell her then. But sometimes it's just something I need to work out on my own.
I often tell parents, coach, not command. So instead of commanding your kids on what to do, how to do it, you want to actually coach them so that they can solve their own problems.
They're more likely to open up or share with you if you kind of get a sense of what they're looking for. Do you just want to vent? Do you need someone to listen? Do you want advice or problem solving? Ask a teen these questions before you start talking to them, and they might actually share a little bit more.
It's like bird watching. You just have to be ready for And still,
I want to
for when
offer
they come.
I want to offer advice too quickly, right? So that's where, I want to jump in and it's just
well, you
my
should
nature.
do this and you should do that.
Like, yeah, why did you try this, or did they tell you this? And
Just let her talk.
And that's she's much better. Bird seed is like your car rides, right?
Right. I just like put out the bird seed and then just wait.
Investing in a strong relationship with your teen is so important because that is the backbone of just whatever is going to happen throughout the rest of their teen years. You want your teen to trust you and to also know that you have their back. You want to make sure that they come to you and know that it won't be an immediate you're in trouble, but rather that you are there to help them make wise decisions.
I know it's a chapter. I don't take it personally. It's completely developmentally appropriate. And I'm here when they need me, and they know that, and they do come to me a lot.
It was like a slow process of her getting out of that phase where she's, okay, I can talk to you now. Okay, you're safe to me now. Now we have the best relationship. She's back to being the amazing child that she's always been.
There's this growth happening. There's this new kid, sprouting up inside of my old kid. Over time, it's getting easier, and we continue to give our son, the freedom and the trust that he deserves.